Hello, and welcome to the presentation on the economy of Croatia. As a quick overview of Croatia, it is one of the largest economies in Southeast Europe by gross domestic product and is located on the southeastern European region and borders the Adriatic Sea. The current currency of Croatia is the euro as of 2023, but prior to that it was the kuna. Croatia has a developed social market economy and is highly dependent on the international trade in Europe. This is Andrej Plenković. He is the Prime Minister of Croatia. Croatia has a unitary parliamentary republic government. This means that the political power is vested in and entrusted to the parliament with confidence by its electorate. It is a single unit composed of a legislative or parliamentary body that is supreme over the government of the country. The population of Croatia consists of 3.8 million people. The life expectancy at birth is 76.4 years. Croatia's unemployment rate is 6.8% and the labor force consists of 1.656 million workers. Unfortunately, this amount is consistently declining and below average for Europe. 47.1% of these individuals are women and 52.9% are men. Croatia has many industries, but one of the main ones is tourism. It is estimated that Croatia has 18.4 million visitors per year. Tourism makes up 20% of Croatia's gross domestic product. The income from the tourism industry was estimated at 9.5 billion. Tourism has created more jobs in Croatia and has increased business volume. In turn, it has also increased business retention. Another top industry is manufacturing. The largest category of manufacturing is food processing, which makes up for 24% of the industry. Others include shipbuilding, footwear, leather processing, textile production, and the wood industry. Croatia has many exports, but some of the main ones include refined petroleum, electricity and supplies, petroleum gas, packaged medicaments, and electrical transformers. They mainly export to Italy, Slovenia, Germany, Hungary, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. Croatia also has many imports. Their main imports include crude petroleum, cars, refined petroleum, packaged medicaments, electricity and supplies, aircraft and spacecraft technology, coated textile fabrics, rawhides, toys, arms and ammunition, and pharmaceuticals. Croatia mainly imports from Italy, Germany, Slovenia, Hungary, and Austria. As you can see by this map, most of the countries that Croatia trades with are relatively close. Croatia has a great advantage in the European markets due to its location and the fact that it borders the Adriatic Sea, allowing for ships to transport goods to and from European markets by sea. This can be attractive to potential investors. Croatia's current GDP, or gross domestic product, is 71.6 billion, which has continued to increase from previous years. The GDP per capita is $18,570.40, which has also been increasing. Croatia's GDP increased by 2.8% in 2023. This is one of the highest increases in Europe. This increase is due to private consumption, meaning the consumers bought more product made in the country. There was also better labor markets, specifically in the tourism sector. Croatia has also received more investments from others in Europe. As you can see here, Croatia's GDP has consistently been on the rise. Croatia did not become an independent country until 1991 and have been doing well for being so new. The inflation rate of Croatia is 10.78%. The rise in inflation was caused by an increase in consumer prices. Prices of several categories of goods increased and contributed to the inflation. 25% of these goods were food, 17% was housing and utilities, 15% involved transport, 6% was miscellaneous goods and services, another 6% was clothing and footwear, and another 6% involved communication. The other 25% involved recreation and culture, alcoholic beverages and tobacco, furniture, household goods and maintenance, restaurants and hotels, and health and education. There are many strengths of the Croatian economy. It is a stable economy and has a relatively low inflation rate. It is a good place to invest due to its location and access to European markets. Citizens Croatia have a high quality of life. Croatia has high security regarding economics and civilization. It also supplies macroeconomic and political stability. Croatia provided a competitive market and provides entrepreneurial opportunity. The labor force is diverse and highly productive. Croatia is also experiencing rapid technological development and is one of the most advanced in its region when it comes to telecommunication. Croatia is also a member of NATO, or North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the UN Security Council, the WTO, or the World Trade Organization, and CEFTA, which is the Central European Free Trade Agreement. Croatia does have some weaknesses. It is difficult to gain access to financing, and interest rates are high, and there are complicated bank procedures. Taxes are also high, as well as labor costs. There is also an insufficient flexibility of employment. While the workforce is productive, there is a lack of expertise. Privatization also prohibits the development of capital market. The administration is also too complicated. Their processes are not transparent and they are very expensive when certifications and assessments of products, processes, and goods are needed. There's also a low efficiency of public administration. Because Croatia is a fairly new country, it is not yet harmonized with other embassies during international conventions. Some investors are also uncertain of economic and regulatory policies regarding the protection of money transfers and intellectual property rights. Croatia also has weak anti-corruption strategies. It also lacks cooperation between public administration and the private sector. This prohibits the possibility of improving the investment climate. While there are many weaknesses, Croatia has great opportunity. By reforming the financial system, we could improve financial resources and simplify processes. This will in turn attract investors. We can also increase the efficiency of regulations that can affect foreign investments. Croatia can establish stronger cooperation with embassies and international conventions to attract investors to promote itself as an investment destination. There also have the opportunity to further develop the retail market. Croatia has generally lower medical costs, and the culture provides many homeopathic remedies. This attracts the development of health tourism, which could attract investors. Croatia should also modernize methods of product transport and expand the capacity of ports to increase the ability to be more competitive in trade. Furthermore, Croatia should continue to aim to increase its GDP to promote productivity and improve the investment climate. In turn, there are also many threats to Croatia. We are not well prepared for an economic crisis, and this may cause investors to be hesitant. Croatia is also a newer country, and investors may not have a lot of confidence in them. If crisis occurs, then Croatia may not be able to keep up with competition. This is greatly concerning as we rely heavily on foreign markets. Croatia's lengthy and complex economic processes create an increase in administrative burden. Because the country is still so new, it has not permanently established what type of government it wants to be or what type of investments we want to attract. Croatia's roads and railroads also need to be updated to transport more goods. However, because there is a lack of financial resources, projects and transactions are slow, causing delayed progress. There has been a decline in the property value in Europe that has led to an increase of property prices in Croatia. This increase is higher than more mature European markets. Croatia has also had an increased number of tourists. While this helps our GDP and generates business, it becomes a problem if it is uncontrolled. Procedures regarding customs are lengthy and outdated. Lastly, Croatia has a high rate of foreign debt due to our reliance on foreign goods. Croatia's banking system is predominantly foreign-owned and is relatively stable. The banking system is one of the strongest sectors in the Croatian economy. However, interest rates are high and there is a high proportion of foreign currency denominated loans. To control this, the Croatian National Bank increased deposit requirements and has encouraged banks to only make loans in local currency. The Croatian National Bank is the independent regulator. Their responsibilities include maintaining price stability and stability of financial systems as a whole. It supervises credit institutions and issues and revokes their license. The Croatian National Bank also manages the interbank real-time gross settlement system. So what does the future hold for Croatia? Croatia is a new country and obviously still has some kinks to work out and policies that need to be modified. Like any country, there are some risks involved, but Croatia is a great investment destination and the opportunities are endless. Tourism will continue to flourish and will attract investors and generate more business and increase GDP. If Croatia can reform its financial system and policies, opportunity for improved processes and investors will increase. GDP will continue on the upward trend as it has in past years. Harmonizing with European policies and embassies will improve the investment climate. Croatia will become more competitive in European markets with the adoption of new technology and improvement of transport systems and capacity capabilities. In conclusion, Croatia is an up-and-coming country that is full of opportunity and is a great investment decision. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of the Croatian economy. We hope that you invest with us and we look forward to our future.